What's up, guys? It's Tommy here with Austin Underground, and I'm sitting with Toy and Camilo. And these guys are the two producers, the two main forces behind the collaborative album Compass. Okay, so could you guys, for the people that don't know about it, just sum it up a little bit, give a brief description, because I'm sure you're going to do a better job than I would.
Okay. Hello, guys. Basically, Compass is a collaborative album that we've been doing for the last 18 months, traveling around some cities in the world, like Kingston, like Sao Paulo, Brazil, like London, LA, and New York, combined with different trips around Mexico and also Asia, like China and Japan. And basically, we've been traveling with the backpack full of beats and tracks, and trying to make not a story, but like a trip, something with combining people that we discover and people that we admire all life and want to work, and also friends. Like we've been music professionals one way or the other for the last 20 years. We are not from the same city, but even though we've been spending a lot of time around our work together. Camilo with his very interesting and progressive story with Mexican Institute of Sound. He got a career like 4 albums that been doing very interesting project from Mexico City that's been traveling all around the world. And myself also DJing as myself as Toy Selectah and producing for some other people, doing scouting, discovering new talent. We really are into that too. Camilo runs a label, an independent label and musical developer and aggregator called Cassette in Mexico, in Latin America, and I don't know, with all that experience on the backbone of the industry, we're still doing music, and we got this, I don't know, idea to make music together, and we found the right time, and I think it's been, and it's right now.
Awesome. So this is not a small task. Anyone can tell that from what you've just been saying. There are over 80 artists on this. Yeah, there are over 80 artists on this album, I read.
PhD.
Tons of people. So how did this big idea start? You both have deep musical backgrounds. How did this idea come to be for this album?
Well, I have to start saying that I just realized a couple of days ago that we wanted to do this album for a long time, and I never thought about it until I realized that most of the conversation I had with Toy when we were recording was about these kind of records, like Big Audio Dynamite, Manu Chao, like these artists that had the possibility to travel around the world and meet a lot of interesting people, and they wanted to do something doesn't matter if it was on his alley, but something with artists that were exciting and interesting, and that's how punk moved to another level with The Clash, or these kind of nice experiments that changed the world in a tiny way. So I guess it started like that. The technical story behind that is that we just started saying what if we do, what if we travel, what if we, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and now it's what if we tour for a year, or what if we do a bigger show, or so it just got bigger and bigger, and we got nice quality artists, people that we love, so we got engaged with talent, and we wanted to look for more and more and more and more. And so it's still going on. We're still recording with people, and we still have a lot of tracks, unreleased tracks that we will release eventually at some point. So I guess it was just an avalanche of things and events and people and joining forces with cool and exciting, talented creators.
Awesome. So, what have been some of the biggest challenges you guys have faced in putting this album together? Has it been hard to get all those recordings, all those artists on this album, and how would that work out dynamically and logistically? Just what are some of the biggest challenges?
Well, the biggest challenges has been like, you have these artists that they're easy to reach, and you get to the studio, you create something interesting, and that is part of the challenge, to get something that fits into what we're doing. And then like legal part, lawyers, managers, all publishings, all the people that is surround an artist or a song. So there has been a lot of challenges, but I think the most important is that we managed to like bring to our court the talent of different artists, like when like whatever Boy George did, or MC Light, or Crystal Fighters, or they just fit in our idea, and that was the most interesting thing. Like it's not a crazy collaboration project. It's a project about Toy and MIS music, like with flavors.
Yeah.
So it's like if you go to Starbucks and ask for a latte with soy and cinnamon and whatever, yeah, at the end of the day it's a latte, no? Mm-hmm. So I think that's exciting, no? Because it's a record that sounds like Toy and MIS together, no?
Yeah, and this is definitely something groundbreaking, like you were saying. It's so fascinating. Who were some of the artists that you were most excited to collaborate with?
Definitely, and I will be very fair, all of them, because I really appreciate, and I'm sure Camilo too appreciate the fact that even though we don't end up with something with let's say, because there were more than 90 in a way of like, some people try, some people, I respect that. I appreciate the fact that people walk into the studio. So from there to everything else, you know, like it was, and to mention something that comes to my mind, I don't know, Eugene Hotz from Google Bordello. It was an amazing experience working with him. He's a really crazy, clever, like focused, like guy. I remember that we really enjoy some of the rappers and MCs and singers from Brazil. Let's say, what else? I don't know, like London Sessions, Crystal Fighters. I saw them in the plane going back to London, and they knew our work before, and what like they're very like Mexico support their career a lot, like live shows. They've been there quite a few times. So they show up at the studio a day after we get to London, like, hey, what's up? Let's work. In LA, let's say, think about LA we've been like locals there. So everybody from MC Light to Son Doobie, from Funk Doobie, old school to new school, to the Beastie Boys musicians, like from all around the years, like Money Mark or Cutmaster Kurt or Eric Bobo or Bongoloids, Fredo. Like it was fascinating. Even the weather in every city. It was like, you know, moody, like different approaches, different walks, different ways to get to the studio. Let's say in London, like, I don't know, 5 blocks. In Sao Paulo, really crazy walking, like going under, like, you know, highways and stuff and metro stations. New York, fascinating. I don't know. It's like every experience, every moment on the process has been interesting. Like.
Well, my favorite was the lizard from Geico.
No,
He did a small cameo.
Some sick verses on
yes.
Very nice. So, what can listeners expect when they finally hear the songs on this album? Because it's obviously very eclectic if you had that many artists and collaborations. What can listeners expect?
Camilo mentioned it. Like Camilo mentioned it quite before. You definitely will find the connection between our work or this like long years of been making music. You're definitely gonna find like DNA, the DNA of Mexican Institute of Sound, and also the DNA of Toy Selectah. Like also like always that we've been pursuing and looking for and digging around like folk music from Mexico or country music from Mexico or even from Latin America, like rhythms, drum patterns, I don't know, cumbia, more Colombian stuff, like really you're gonna find horns, like very Mexicanized horns. You're gonna find us. And I think that's important, even though there's another 90 people like related to. You definitely could find or like traces of us ourselves, right? Like,
Very cool. One last question.
Yes, sir.
So, at your guys' shows, what can we expect here at South by Southwest?
interesting.
I think it's a fun show. It's very energetic. It's a very punk rock show in a way, but also I think our friendship is based on. Besides, we love each other and we are friends. Rhythm. So I think the rhythm. I think is the main element on the show. I think it is non-stop and it's grow and grow and grow in different ways. Explores like all kind of dance floors. At the end of the day, we think from punk to cumbia to electronic to hip hop. It's the same dance floor, so you can play with it, and everyone has a piece a gene that makes you call and dance. No, like so. I guess that's it, and it's interesting to put it together and to make a universal dance floor, and it's fun. We're having a blast. So
Awesome, that's what counts. Well, thank you guys so much. This is an incredible project. Thank you for sitting down and talking with us. Good luck at your shows, and maybe we'll see you around.
Yes.
Thank you.
Keep posting weird, definitely.